Teams with just one loss entering week 12 or later. So the Eagles are in that bucket, right? One loss entering week 13.
Mm-hmm.
So teams with one loss entering week 12 or later are 9-23 against the spread. Philly favored by 4.5. It was 5.5.
Yeah,
it's down to 4.5.
That's right. Because everybody jumping on that 5.
I got it at 5.
Why is there so much disbelief in Philly? Like, what is your disbelief in Philly?
See, I think that's an interesting angle that you go there because I think there is a disbelief in Philly. I think there is.
I think it's a national feeling.
Yeah, and it's almost like people are waiting for them to fall, right?
Yes. Yep.
So here's one thing about the Titans, and we'll get deep undercover. We'll get deep into this.
Deep.
But I think the first thing you look at, can the Titans run the ball?
Right.
And how effective will they be running the football? Well, when you start to look at the analytics, you see, to Don's point, the Eagles are 10-1, and they're the best team in the NFL, but people think that they're not even the best team in the NFC and all these things. The Eagles are number 24 in terms of stopping the run while playing the number 2 easiest collection of offenses so far this season.
Okay.
So now
That's why I think they're frauds.
Yeah, and so, like, I think Tennessee's going to hit them in the mouth. And I know that sounds weird to talk about a 7-4 team going to 10-1, and, you know, we all saw what happened to the Titans last week. But I think they're going to hit them in the mouth, and I think this is going to be a Derrick Henry game.
Right.
I think it's going to lead to, like, the short passing game, the play-action game. I think the tight ends are going to be involved. Philly's done a really good job this year of not giving up chunk yards in the passing game, but they are soft in short to medium routes. So, you know, is this a game where the Titan tight ends get involved a little bit more? I don't know.
But see,
Except for Jeff Swaim.
Oh, my gosh, that guy.
blocking receiver, baby.
He's good for a legit drop a game. I mean, like
Wide
a
open.
drop that my kids could catch a game.
Ain't probably going to score. But this
Sorry,
my thing.
Swaim.
No, yeah.
But it's true.
That's what I'm going to say. Come on now.
Nothing personal. It's just fact.
This is just the truth. This is my thing, man, with analytics.
Yeah.
When looking at the numbers, the analytics, how everything adds up, and watching the Titans, this is a reason why you can't trust analytics.
It's hard, like
because of the Titans.
And Todd has talked about that. Like, it's hard to gauge what the Titans are week to week because they kind of break the mold on analytics. You have to eyeball test them.
What I'm saying. And, like, everything shows that, okay, outside of the running game, you're supposed to be able to run the ball against the Eagles. But that's it. Like, the Titans ain't really, like, they're not supposed to be able to score. And you watch it, and everybody thinks that the Titans are going to
Well,
win.
here's an example.
Like, this is amazing.
We just saw that Green Bay offense, right?
Yeah.
They scored 33 points against the Eagles.
True.
Now, the problem was they couldn't contain Jalen Hurts.
Right.
So Hurts threw for, what was it? He threw for 157 and ran for 153, something like that, or flip him. I forget. So I think that's question number 2. Can the Titans defense put a web around quarterback Jalen Hurts in terms of him being a willing runner, because he is? The Titans, generally speaking, do a pretty good job against mobile quarterbacks.
Oh.
So Daniel Jones had 25 yards rushing. Josh Allen had 10 yards rushing. Now, Mahomes is the outlier. He had 63 against the Titans and a touchdown, but 20 of those came on 3rd and 17. Remember that?
Yep.
Your lineup also looks different now.
Lineup looks
Very
different.
true.
Yep. And that will factor in.
So here's another question. We can talk about this when we come back. 615-737-1045. How confident are you in the Titans going to play the number 1 team in Philly this weekend? 615-737-1045. How much does Malik Willis help the Titans defense in this matchup, having served as Jalen Hurts in practice this week?
I think it's a tremendous cheat code.
Cheat code.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting discussion point. 615-737-1045. We're broadcasting live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Kirby is here.
Curbs.
CJ is here. Slay calls him Eki Bop because
Yeah, the Eki Bob Hill.
Eki is CJ's last name.
That's right.
But now it's kind of gravitated toward you just calling Bop.
Yeah, that's how it starts though. You get a nickname and then the nickname even get a nickname.
Yeah. Because people call me Mayor forever, and then you start calling me Mayoral, which got shortened to Yoral.
Hey, here we are.
And now I get tweets from people calling me Yoral. Mm-hmm. Also, Joe Hunk is here, and he got his head shaved clean. Look at him. He's aerodynamic.
No, he's still got his mohawk, though. Don't lead people the wrong way.
Oh, yeah. Just the sides.
We do radio. We have to make sure we are accurate in our
up.
descriptions here.
Great point, Babs. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here today.
Got you.
Former Titans All-Pro Marc Mariani will join us at 4 o'clock. He will break down Titans and Eagles. He will also offer up a Blood in the Water pick, which is an underdog outright winner.
Uh-oh.
Allan Bell from Sportsline.com will talk about all of these college football championship games from a point spread standpoint and some of the NFL matchups. The good doctor, former Titan wide receiver Kevin Dyson at 5 o'clock. All that coming up. We've got things for you to register, for which you can register here at Scoreboard Bar and Grill. Just see CJ, and he'll hook you up there. We'll be broadcasting live here until 6 o'clock. Music Valley Drive, next to the Opryland Hotel. Scoreboard Bar and Grill. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, 3HL 1045 The Zone. Woo!
You can rest
The zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Kirby is here. CJ's bopping.
So Slay
Yeah,
rocking his.
I'm
what
automatic.
is that your Pearl Cone sweatshirt?
Pearl Cone High.
They're in the state title game tomorrow.
know
If
it.
you did not know,
Babsy will be calling it.
He's got the Pearl Cone Firebird mic going, too.
That's right. I'm all messed up and matched out.
We have
Calling
a
it with-
caller, by the way.
Fired up and ready to go.
I think we actually have someone that wants to talk about that little
Oh, really?
little matchup there.
Oh, we welcome.
Pearl Cone in a state
It's Trash
championship
Talk
game.
Friday. Let's
Jason from Nashville. Jason, what's up? Jason. Hey, what's up?
Hey, so thanks for taking my call, man. I just want to call in, man, and try to remind Ron of our big day tomorrow, man. Our Firebirds in the championship, man. So I'm hyped up about that, man. I know high school, man, and shoot, I'm hoping we can get this one for San Antonio this year, man. They've been playing real good. I'm going down to the game tomorrow. It starts at 11, so man, I'm hyped up about our Firebirds, baby.
Yeah, ain't no doubt, man. Jason, appreciate that, dog. And yeah, I don't need no reminder, but I thank you for the reminder. And yes, indeed, it will be a foul on the field, man. Shout out to Catfish, man, original PA announcer. I think it's going to be a lot of alumni going down there, a big fan base going down there to represent. And you are absolutely right, man. If they could do this, man, and, show love to San Antonio, man, 1034 forever, man, that'd be great. That'd be great.
I'm glad Jason brought San Antonio up.
Mm-hmm.
For those that don't know, San Antonio Beard, Pearl Cone legend, running back, went down to Alabama, and great dude, too. And just recently passed away, so R.I.P. San Antonio Beard. But I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it ought to be a good one. We'll see. We got out of the way of Alcoa. So, Anderson County, we looking for y'all. Alcoa, boy, they was a stumbling block on us. There was a speed bump. Could never get over them, man. But they got to deal with somebody else. They had to play East today. Ended up beating East. So
Alcoa has won 8 straight?
8 straight.
That's ridiculous.
I mean,
How many overall?
21.
21 state
Dude,
championships.
that's crazy. It's a
And
public
they've
school.
had different
Public school, yep.
coaches. Like Gary Rankin was there
Yeah.
forever, but
Yeah.
he's gone.
Yeah, it's different, man. It is
Still
different.
get it done. Yeah, I'm actually calling that game with Ramon Foster. He's doing color for that one, so
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be fun.
I bring a couple eggs, you know what I mean, so I can listen to the broadcast and the Babs and them say something crazy. I'll just launch eggs up there to them.
Hey, I will say this: Anderson County, their quarterback has 52 touchdowns on the year.
Yeah, no problem.
And is 140 yards short of 4,000 yards
No problem.
on the season.
No problem. No problem. No problem. You know what I mean? It's a problem. I will say that. I don't really
He's
know
a
what else to
problem.
say. He's just
Yeah.
a problem.
I want to go back to you turning your back to the field and throwing eggs toward the press box.
I
Yeah, I'll
know,
lunch them
right?
up there. I'll lunch them up there.
I don't think anybody's ever done that before.
Listen, that's what I'm here to do.
Are you watching? You're not watching from where we're calling the game.
Nah, I'll be too loud.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, they told me they wouldn't allow that. So
Okay, there's no cheering.
I
in
mean,
the
I
press
could always
box,
sneak
like-
up there and get put out. I'm kind of cool with getting put out. I just don't want to put a bad image on our.
For those that don't know, the
Babs
press
and,
box is kind of like
You don't
a
want me to have to put you out though.
Yeah,
Well, you won't. Somebody else will.
I'll wrestle you down, Babs.
Although
Yeah.
she might. She might do it. For those that don't know, the press box is kind of a library type situation. It's pristine and quiet up in there.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no cheering
Yeah, that's a boring
Well,
place to be.
unless you're at Alabama. I feel like Alabama.
Kentucky
media-
basketball,
Do
their
they?
media members
Yes,
show up
that one too.
Do they?
ensconced in Kentucky blue.
Yeah,
Ah, that's cheap.
it's crazy.
That seems like something they would do.
Blue velvet suits. Hey, it's almost college basketball time.
I know it's here.
It is. They're
I
playing.
know, yeah,
I know they're
it's
playing.
going down.
Come
And
on.
I'm watching some of it, but I'm about to turn my full attention to it.
Yeah. Until you get it there, let me just remind everybody the number one defense in the nation is the University of Tennessee basketball.
true?
So, yeah, the number one team in the nation. Let me repeat it. In case you didn't watch it,
Number one
the number one
defense.
defensive team in the nation is Tennessee.
Well, it's funny.
Just saying.
Excuse me. That's what stuck out. I know it's McNeese State, but that's what stuck out to me in the McNeese State thing.
Yeah. Arizona too, though.
We talked about
I said Arizona. I mean, what's the other? Kansas too. Like they.
How
But
did
we-
you get Arizona and Kansas confused?
Blue and white.
Blue
then they
bloods.
got Arizona the next big game outside of Maryland.
Okay.
and Jayhawks and Wildcats.
Yeah, you know, Wildcat chased a Jayhawk, and they chased him into the barn, and Smokey was waiting on him. Smokey played them before he went outside.
But McNeese State shot 24% from the floor, 2 for 17 from 3, 24 turnovers.
Look at you.
Well, I mean, we talked about it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Once I write it down, I got it.
It's like,
For like 2 days. I got like 48 hours.
Got a cap on it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I thought you wasn't ready yet.
615-737-1045. I told you I was watching a little bit.
Party people incorporated say Pearl Coat. Aye! That's my trash talk. That's what you're gonna be getting all day long. Tighten up.
What about Fly Eagles Fly? You not going in on that?
No, they see. I don't even really believe in it just because I didn't think that the Titans were gonna go up there and handle business out of my predictions on the whiteboard. But a lot of people are talking me into it. And I'm not going to say everybody wrong. So I might as well jump on the boat with them if it's going that way.
If we're all jumping off the bridge.
Are my co-hosts going? Are you going, Babsy?
Well.
To the win.
Well.
Uh-oh.
Here's the concerning. Do you want the concerning part for me?
Tell me why we leaving you at the dock.
It feels like Dawn is at the dock every week with the Titans.
I am. I'm like negative Nelly, aren't
She's never getting on the boat.
Your husband's rubbing off on you.
He must
get on the boat, man.
Although we haven't even talked
Shaq
about
when he was at Aladdin.
So.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
you want to wait?
Well, you want me to wait?
No. Did you want to wait, or did you want to jump?
No, I say throw everything out and just
and let people talk about
it.
Tell us, Babsy, why are you just standing on the dock?
Because
Otis Redding.
What did Brent say in the last segment? The Eagles are 24th in the league stopping the run. They're not good.
Yep.
Well, guess what? The Titans' run game has not been good the last 3 weeks.
Very true.
63 yards rushing against Denver.
Yeah.
88 against Green Bay.
Yeah.
63 against Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm. Teams that are selling out to stop the run.
They haven't even rushed for 300 yards combined in their last 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you get an infection, you need penicillin. Maybe the Eagles' defense is penicillin.
I don't get that. Wait, hold on.
The Titans' run game has an infection. It's not working real well right now.
Okay.
See, they need a shot of penicillin.
You're saying maybe this Eagles run D.
Yeah. And it's not
a little
just
bit of penicillin.
It's not just that they're 24th.
Wow.
They're 24th against the second easiest schedule so far.
Okay. There you go. See, that's why
See,
I like when you dive deep.
I can talk you into this.
And guess what? You all got some other stuff on his little
It's 3 hours worth of material.
plethora of papers there.
Plethora of papers.
That he got some info that he was telling me that really made me be like, oh, okay, so if you do decide to sell out on the run, like those other 3 teams did that you just named, you could be in
Cincinnati,
trouble.
Green Bay, Denver.
Yeah, you could be in trouble because you give up something.
Well, now that being said, Treylon Burks, I think, transforms this offense. He gives them a different dimension.
So we asked the question
offensively.
yesterday, is Treylon Burks the clear-cut number 1 now?
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah. So Ramon said he has been since before the season started.
Yeah.
That's what I was
He just had an injury
haven't
getting
seen
away.
it. Yeah. Well, and I feel like you see things clicking, you see things opening up elsewhere because of him.
Yeah.
You see the explosive plays that have been missing from this offense and all of those things. Now, obviously, last week when you talk about inability to run the ball for the Titans, you also did not have Ben Jones, right? So you had some struggles on that offensive line. He practiced fully the last 2 days. He was limited. The injury report came out. He was limited today, but he has been cleared, obviously, from concussion protocol. Knowing Ben Jones, if he's cleared, he's going to play.
I would think so, and that helps on a number of levels because Aaron Brewer in the middle of that line going against those big uglies on that Philadelphia front. If Jordan Davis is back,
that's
and Dominic Sue's up there.
That's going to help. That's going to definitely help.
Yeah. 615-737-1045. You want in. Jeff at Cookville next up on 3HL. Jeff, what's up? Yo, Jeff.
You're live on the air, Jeff.
Yo, 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 yo.
Yo, Jeff.
Yo, 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 yo.
Yo, Jeff.
I want the knife.
Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, guys?
What's happening?
Not much. I'm just ready to talk some smack to some Philly fans.
Let them have it, man. Let them have
Talk that talk, baby. Talk that talk, Jeff.
Yeah, that fly, Eagle, fly. I feel like they're going to fly away from number one soon. They got some tough games coming up on their schedule, which concludes to us coming in this weekend. I'm calling it now. Hear it. 24-21 Titans. We're going to take that victory. We need this victory. We have a tough schedule coming up. And I think that battle between A.J. Brown and Traylon Burks, I think it's going to be big. I think they're both going to have big games this weekend. And my bold prediction, Traylon Burks, he's definitely scoring a touchdown. He's going to have 2 touchdowns this week. That's my bold prediction. We're going to take the lead 24-21. You hear it first from your boy, Jeff, from Cookville. Yo, 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 yo. I'm out.
I love it, Jeff. that's
almost
Like, is he going to talk or just yo, 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 yo us?
It's almost like somebody just shaking him.
Yeah.
Like he's just saying yo, and somebody's shaking him.
Yeah. Hey, man, you know what? To that Traylon Burks, A.J. Brown thing. So I was thinking on the way in. I'm not sure if you asked me or Babs asked. Somebody asked about that. Yeah.
The pressure.
Yeah. So now.
Does Traylon Burks feel the pressure?
Yeah. And I had to go back and right in the day, it gave me, I got an example to pull from because I knew I had been against it. So playing in my pro career, I had an opportunity. Y'all know I played with Randolph Childress, Wake Forest great, ACC legend. He was my point guard. So the year before I went to his team, they won the championship in the second division to move up to the first division. They had a power forward named Leroy Hurd. Leroy Hurd, man, was a dog, like could get it done.
I thought he was a running back from Michigan.
He looked like it. Still, like this dude was diesel. You know?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I was like, darn man, what you doing playing power forward? So anyway, I watched him, and going into that season when they brought me in, they let him go. Another team picked him up. They brought me in the preseason. That's all I heard about. Leroy Hurd, the connection him and Randy had.
You got to fill those shoes.
Yeah, and the whole time I'm thinking like, dog, y'all don't know what y'all got in me. Like he's good, you know what I mean? But
and I ain't trying to be that.
Yeah, I'm about to blow him out the water. Y'all don't even know it, but it is what it is. And we had to play them the first game of the year. So I was thinking, was it pressure for me to outperform him, or was it more on me to show the team what they had in me? So leading up to it, I ain't bad mouth him on nothing. I ain't, when we out with the team, I wasn't none of that. Like, man, he all right, man. He can't mess with me. You know what I mean? So we went on into the game, and my whole thing was to prove that y'all got something better. Not outdo what he was doing, because our games were kind of different. I was at that time more high flying, catching lobs. He couldn't do that. I was shooting 3, things of that nature. And I was bringing a different dynamic to it. So after the game, Randy came up to him and said, man, I told him you was going to be able to bring more, you know what I mean? But I didn't want to put that out there and put no pressure on you. So in this situation with AJ and Burks, I think he walks into it the exact same way. Like, yeah, what he brought to you all was great, but I am bringing that and some more. Plus, I'm younger to this game, and I'm going to show y'all better than I can tell y'all. So I think that's why it's been mom's the word with him.
Right.
Throughout.
So these guys can be saying nothing, really. But, that's an honest thing that's going through both those guys' minds.
Without question.
For sure.
Well, I wonder this. I'm not sure that I've seen a more emotional player
Than
AJ Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it could be a situation where he comes in too emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like wanting to just screw the Titans over so bad that sometimes you want something too bad and you're not yourself kind of thing, right?
Yeah. And
AJ told the Score, quote, "They hate me." Talking about Titans fans, they hate me. Part of it's my fault. I mean, some people still love me, but I think the majority of their fans are out to get me. So clearly he's using that as motivation.
Right. Which he's always kind of been that guy, though, right? He's always been I'm, second round pick. I've been overlooked. He's always kind of found something like that to jump on.
Yeah.
Titans fans don't hate him.
Nah, that's what I
think they're just annoyed that he presses send all the time on Twitter.
That's
right?
the thing. That's what I'm.
I don't know. I don't know of any. I mean, am I wrong, Titans fans? You guys are listening.
Right.
Does anybody really hate AJ?
615-737-1045. It's an interesting discussion point there too, I think. But no,
I don't think so.
I think it's more
he's
of understanding.
I think he's using it, but I think he sees stuff on social media. But I mean, like, if you do anything in the public eye, you're going to get crap from people. You just are, and for various reasons. They feel better about themselves for downing you. I don't know.
Now, I will say it is a difference between Burke's thought process and him replacing someone to A.J. Brown's feeling as if someone is trying to replace them.
Yeah, I don't think it changes for Treylon Burks week to week based on the matchup, because I would think that some of what Treylon Burks is thinking is like he's out there to prove that he belongs in this league. You know what I mean? And I don't think that changes this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for Treylon, it's not even and here's the other thing for Treylon. He also, with the conditioning debacle coming in and then the injury on top of it, like there's a whole lot that he's trying to prove that has nothing to do with A.J. Brown.
Yeah, so to me, he playing with house money.
Yep.
Right.
In this matchup.
615-737-1045. You want in? More 3HL when we come back. Also, we will take a look at the other end of the run game. The Phillies' run game against the Titans' run defense. That's next. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
Mike Keith and Coach Mac call every Titans game on 1045 The Zone.
I need time.
And on the 1045 The Zone app.
You sure? You heard me.
This is your flagship for Titans Radio.
I can go.
1045 The Zone.
All right, holiday time, everybody. Listen up. You want to hit it out of the park with your gift for your wife, your sister, your mom.
The Zone, Music City, USA. We're at Scoreboard Bar and Grill. This is where we typically hang out on Fridays. The food is amazing. Hot chicken. What'd you get, Babsy?
I got hot chicken quesadilla.
Oh, those are good.
But I got medium because Kirby.
That's what I get, medium.
Okay, well, I'm not sure if I'm a medium kind of girl. I'm more of like a sissy, like Slay.
Medium's kind of hot here.
I'm more of a sissy like Slay.
Why you take offense to that?
No, I'm not.
Why, you're proud of that.
No, I am, but why I got to be the bar? Set the bar with me.
Hey, that's the name of the flavor, by the way.
Yeah.
Sissy flavor.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Probably do want to point that out. By
Yes.
the way, our thanks to the great people in Clarksville that showed out yesterday.
Yes,
Buffalo
they did.
Wild Wings.
Golly, they came through.
And our guy Tim, TD, brought us some presents, which we appreciate. He brought us alcohol, so I will now present Dawn Davenport with her
Ooh, is this mine?
present from our friend Tim.
Oh, this is phenomenal because I'm out.
And it's what?
Mayomi.
A bottle of Miami Pinot
That's
Noir.
so sweet.
Timmy knows you, man.
Thanks,
and
Tim.
So he gave me a bottle of Pinot because he knows that my wife likes Pinot.
Yep.
And he
Mama
was
happy, everybody's happy.
Yeah, and he was like, tell her to try this. I think it's really good. And so I took it home. She's like, oh, I've had it. It's awesome. So thank you, Tim.
Good.
And then I think Slay Dog had Tito's.
Yep, still got it. I do.
Well, good. That's impressive since it was just last night at 7 o'clock that you got it.
Well, yeah. Plus we had a 78-mile drive.
You're right.
home
Yeah.
from
Hell
Right.
yeah. That's a haul, boy. We getting to it.
What time did you get home after you went to Chick-fil-A and all that?
Yeah, Babsy. So I went to Chick-fil-A.
Wait, you ate B-dubs,
Yeah.
and then you went to Chick-fil-A
Yeah,
on the way home.
drive so long.
I forgot about that part.
I got hungry
Doesn't
again.
sound fair.
I got hungry again. But
It's like
this is the
Hansel
thing.
and Gretel. You just have to keep leaving bits
Right.
of food on the drive home.
When I got there, guess what I did though, Babsy?
Isn't that who did that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I was tired, so I didn't want to get in the drive-thru because I was scared I was gonna fall asleep in the drive-thru. So I got in the parking lot and did a mobile order. While I was doing my mobile order, I fell asleep for 25 minutes in the parking lot
Are you serious?
with the phone in my hand. Like
What
this.
are they? What do they
I
call
woke
that?
up like, what
They
the-
call that narcolepsy.
They're like, what
Did you wake up and wonder where you were?
No, I was wondering like, why haven't I made my order? I didn't know I had fallen asleep because the phone was still in my hand. But yeah,
Wow.
out here trying to get to it, man, for the people. That's what we doing.
So you got home at what time?
8:35.
8:35.
Yeah, we left at 6.
Oh man. Dawn asked the question, do you guys hate AJ Brown? I put that out on Twitter, man. It's been a while
Did
since
you
I've
tag him?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's been a while since yeah, I don't hide from people. It's been a while since I got that much response on a tweet, but like most people don't hate him. I don't know why he thinks that.
I don't think so either.
He's just making things up in his head.
Playing
So
around.
Justin writes at 3HL1045. Give us a follow there if you haven't. He says, I'll say it again. I don't hate A.J. Brown. I just hope Burks has 975 yards and 16 touchdowns this Sunday.
you hate losing the production. You don't hate the guy.
Right.
I think it's always like that.
Which is funny because like when we talked about this last week, when you look at their numbers 7 games into their season, they're almost identical. In fact, Burks has more catches.
Yeah.
A.J. just had like 9
talking-
more yards.
From their rookie seasons.
Yeah, their first 7 games of their NFL careers.
And
Yeah.
I can't remember, was AJ injured the beginning of his,
No.
like Traylon was?
No. So I took AJ's first 7 and Traylon's first 7.
Oh,
not
that
the injured
Traylon
ones, but
actually
yeah.
played.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, but AJ also had a 100-yard game in there, and Traylon now has that, and so I don't know, man. This will be an interesting test because Philadelphia, though they do give up yards in the run game and they give up underneath routes and things like that, their secondary is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't give up chunk plays. So this will be a pretty good test for him, I think. And Tannehill's been playing better. But, again, I think the number one question is, can the Titans run the ball?
They're missing one of their key guys, too, back there in that secondary.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, just Darius Slay back there roaming now.
Here's another thing. So
Seriously.
the
Like
Eagles are the most efficient run team on offense using the analytic numbers, not just like rushing yards. The Titans have the most efficient run defense in the NFL. So that's a rubber meets the road kind of thing, too.
Right.
And I went back looking. So since Saquon Barkley had 164 yards in the opener, the Titans have given up, and I'll go from Bengals and work my way back to game 2.
Okay.
P. Ryan had 58 yards and a touchdown. Aaron Jones had 40 yards for the Packers. Gordon had 24 yards for the Broncos. These are leading rushers. Mahomes, who's a quarterback, had 63 and a touchdown for the Chiefs. Edwards-Helaire, their top running back, had 4 carries for 5 yards against the Titans. Pierce for the Texans, Damian Pierce, 35 yards. Taylor for the Colts, 58 yards. I thought he was the best running back in the NFL, though. Isn't that what everybody tried to Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah,
everybody tried to say that the last 2 years.
Yeah, he had great production, but
yeah, Taylor
King Henry was out.
58 yards against the Titans. Robinson for Washington, 22 yards. Taylor again for the Colts, 42 yards. Wow. So in 2 games, Jonathan Taylor had 100 yards against the Titans total.
2 games.
Yeah. Josh Jacobs, who went off last week, 66 yards for the Raiders, and that's the high since Saquon Barkley. And then Cook for the Bills had 53. So the Titans.
So they've given up 1 touchdown to a running back.
1 touchdown to a running back since week 1. So total this year, they've only given up 3 rushing touchdowns, and 1 was Patrick Mahomes, a quarterback.
Dang. That's getting it done.
So that's to Slay's point about them being nasty again.
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny about that is they've started like 30 different dudes on defense.
Right.
It's crazy.
Plug and go.
Plug and play.
We can just do that with the offensive line. We'll be fine.
615-737-1045. Just breaking down this Titans-Eagles matchup. When we come back, former Titan All-Pro, Marc Mariani. We call him Moonshine. He's going to talk Titans-Eagles. He's also going to talk about a blood in the water pick, which is an upset outright winner. Mariani will have that for you next as we broadcast live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill on 104.5 The Zone.
104.5 The Zone. The 3HL with Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay.
All right, mics are hot. 3, 2, 1.
HL 104.5 The Zone. What up, Nashville? Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. I don't care if it's cloudy.
No.
It's crisp and it's kind
Football weather,
it's
yo.
kind of rejuvenating out there when you walk outside.
That's state championship weather out there.
It is. 9 state champions being crowned this week. Mm-hmm. Down in Chattanooga. You going tomorrow?
I am going tomorrow. I got to go down there. I got to go represent. Then I got to get on back. Got to call a TSU game, women's game tomorrow. So
What time is that?
that's late, 8. I don't know why they playing a late.
You're going to be asleep by
I will.
halftime.
What if you fall asleep right in the middle of the game?
I will.
Oh, man.
Somebody wake me up.
All right,
nudge me.
we'll get to y'all's intros in a little bit, but we've got Marc Mariani on with us now. I don't know what that message is. My computer, what? What is
Shut down. Come on, Euro.
It's
I don't
done.
Marc Mariani, former Titan All-Pro. We call him Moonshine. What up, Marc?
There you are. Jeez, I thought you guys bailed on me. How we doing?
What's up, dude?
Hey, how we living out there, man?
Man, just collecting
Hey,
blood in the water, baby. Collecting blood in the water.
Not last week we did.
I mean,
Hey, listen, man. Just to be clear, we're still in the black, right? We're
Yep.
still in the black, not in the red. We're 7-6. We're a plus 455 on the year. Okay, so we got a little bit of house money left to play with. We're gonna be moving and shaking this weekend, so you know what time it is. But hey, look, no fear here, no fear. We got one locked and loaded and ready for you boys on this
Yeah,
Friday
man.
afternoon.
That's
Listen,
what I'm
scared
talking
money
about.
don't make money,
girls,
Marc.
And Babs. Sorry.
Hi.
Babs.
Hi. I know I'm usually not here. I'm here today.
She's gracing us with her presence. We're honored. We're honored.
Hey, Marc, as a former wide
Yeah.
receiver in the NFL, what do you think about this whole Traylon Burks and A.J. Brown matchup this weekend?
Oh man, I think it's a lot of fun. I love watching it. I think it's more for us, outside the lines, watching it. But I definitely think there's some bad blood there. I mean, I think our boy AJ Brown. Listen, here's where my stance on it. Congratulations, brother. Kudos to you. You're getting your $25 million. We're very happy for that. You dominated here, and we loved you in two-tone blue. I think all the gas that he throws on the fire is totally unnecessary. There's there's maybe a few Titans on Twitter, Titan fans or whatever, but no one's hating this guy. He's got this weird thing with Titans fans where he's got this vendetta, like we all hate this and hate that. We're happy for him, dude. We weren't paying you $25 million, bro.
Right.
Congrats, you got your big fat sack and you got of cash. Excuse me, and everything's good, man. We got ourselves a guy who is really starting to dig his feet in and be that dude for us. And Traylon Burks is coming into his own a little bit. He had some injuries to start the year, but seeing him progress every Sunday, and as a rookie, guys, his expectations are through the roof. Let's not forget, he's still a rookie, man. So. As a rookie, he's taking these progressive steps every week. No, listen, I'm happy for you, bro. Go get your money. We got our dude, and we're gonna keep using him. I do think that there's something, in a competitive, head coach or offensive coordinator or front office that says, all right, listen, we want to get Traylon the ball this week. We want to go, show him what we got. And there's something in there with that. But I think it's more made up for the media. I can't wait to watch the matchup though. Darius Slay out there on the edge is nasty at corner against. I'm sure he'll be matched up with Traylon. So it'll be a hard matchup, but it is fun to watch. It's fun to talk about it. And to me, there's no bad blood with AJ. We weren't going to pay him $25 million, bro. But just stop taking these unnecessary jabs at Titans fans, dude. We don't care anymore. We're moved on, man. Do your thing. It's all good.
Move on.
Got to move on. It's over. Part is over for you.
So what are you seeing from Traylon Burks? Is he the clear number one now for the Titans?
Oh, he's got to be. Absolutely. And we touched on this a little bit last week. By him being that number one and emerging in that role, whether it's the number one option or whatever, he plays that X position, right? So he is that dude that is on the field at that position. And that allows everybody else in that wide receiver room to play their natural position, right? Robert Woods, at this point in his career, he is not that number one guy. He's not the dude that's going to be jumping and getting 50-50 balls. He's not the dude that's going to be winning one-on-one matchups every play. But what he is the dude what he does do is he's that consistent receiver who runs every single route in the route tree. He does everything well. He's a veteran presence who's been through a lot of situations, has himself a Super Bowl ring, right? So he does that. So he slides back into that secondary role, which is where he's meant to be anyway. And then you have all these other role players who can fill in the gaps and take their reps and get their plays and get their packages. It lets everybody else across the board settle into their natural position. Without Traylon in there, everybody has to move up a notch in the receiver room, and they're out of their position. And it shows on the field. It shows with production. It shows with the routes they're running. It shows with the matchups we're trying to create. And so just having him out there and being productive, it lets everybody else kind of settle in and be the guy they're supposed to be. So I think it helps this offense tremendously having him back and doing his thing and settling into that role.
How big is that transition when you're injured and not able to be out there? How big is that transition to this level for a receiver?
Oh, it's absolutely massive, especially the timing of it, because the only way you can transition as a rookie, now you can transition coming off injury if you've had those reps before, but the only way you can transition as a rookie is to get out there with live action and to get reps and screw up a couple times and have a play here or there and have some coaching stuff and, have that route run against a live DB and understand the leverage and understand how guys are trying to play you. The only way you can learn those things is to be on the field on game day on Sunday afternoon. And by him being injured, it kind of slowed that process down a little bit. But like I said, each week you see progression. Each week you're seeing him with a bigger role. Each week the Titans, I think it feels like they're challenging him with the playbook. They're giving him more. They're throwing him out there in different situations. I saw him out there for the full 2-minute drill the other day against the Bengals. That's a big step. I think he has to be out there for that. But to have full faith in a guy like that as a rookie is huge. And every single rep with Tannehill under center is going to benefit those two. And, hopefully Traylon is making plays in two-tone blue for a long time, but this is just the beginning. But he definitely, I see each week him really getting more comfortable out there, and it is fun to watch. And I think, again, the sky is the limit for this guy. You stand next to this dude, he's all of 6'3", and he's a thick dude, man. And so you kind of help him mature into a number one playmaking wide receiver, and that bodes well for your entire offense, especially to get some pressure off our boy Derrick Henry, man. We need somebody to lift a little bit of coverage so he can get loose a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well,
especially last 3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
hey,
what, Mark?
Listen, let's hear it.
You trying to? I feel like you're stalling a little bit. What's going on? You all right?
What I was gonna say is, man, winning cures a lot of stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Winning cures a lot, and we've been winning, right? And we've been winning, nasty, hard-fought games. And Derrick Henry's leading the league in rushing, and all these things, and it makes for some really good headlines.
Right.
But we've been talking about this all year, man. This yards per carry and what we're doing is a little bit subpar of what we think, and I think it's kudos to Derrick Henry. Honestly, I think him being able to put up these numbers, even though we've had a little bit of a stagnant run offense, even to me, it even tells me that he's as big of a, baller as we all think he is. And so now, of course, we have a couple bad games in a row, and it doesn't take long for a couple layers of that onion to get peeled away. And now everyone's talking about this run game. Everyone's talking about the sky is falling. But listen, I think a huge cog to this engine, man, is our center, Ben Jones. He is our gladiator. He does everything for this offensive line, and he's finally back this week. I think that's going to make a huge difference. But I'll tell you what, man, it's been hard to watch these 1, 2, -1, 0-yard rushes over and over. So we need to get it fixed. We need to get it soon because we got one of the biggest beasts in the NFL in our tailback room, and we need to get him in the open field, man. I guarantee those D tackles don't mind getting him on the ground and letting him trip over and whatever. But I can promise you there are DBs and corners out there that don't want to get in the open field with number 22 one-on-one, and that's where we need to get him with some space in the open field.
No question at all. Now, let's go on and get to it, man. Blood in the water. Last week didn't go as planned. I hate having to be on the boat because I'm on the boat out there with you. I hate when they turn this on the loudspeaker on the boat, man.
Don't do it to him, man.
I can't stand it.
No.
I can't stand it, Marc.
Don, tell him we've heard enough of that with these kids, man.
Oh, my gosh.
With these kids running around. Hey, listen.
We know all the motions.
Oh, my gosh. I pull up my, Pandora or whatever app, and I see what the playlists are. I'm like, ooh, that is ugly. Is every kid's hit. But anyway, we're not going to hear that again. The rest of the year, we're only throwing in locks. Now, I know what you guys think. I know you guys think I'm a Titans homer, and I know the fans listening out there would think that I'm just going to go ahead and our boys are underdogs, on the road, this and that, whatever. I know you guys would think I'm going to do that, and everybody that thinks I'm going to do that would be exactly right. Would be exactly right. I got to throw this out there. All right? This would be the third time's a charm. We did it against the Bills. We did it against the Bengals. So if we go down this road again, two-tone blue, we're going to have to second guess. But listen, the boys, these beautiful bookies, they're like, hey, you guys are going to Philly. Guess what? They're 10-1 and all this stuff. Well, guess what? I watched every snap of the Washington Commanders snap these dudes in half the other day. And you know why? Because that defensive line straight up got after Jalen Hurts. So these guys, these bookies, they give us 4.5 points. They say, hey, Coach Braves, hey, Tanny, hey, Jeff Simmons, you guys want these 4.5? Well, guess what I did today? I talked to Big Jeff Simmons. I talked to that whole D line room. I said, hey, do you guys feel like you want those 4.5 points? And you know what they told me, Slay?
What'd they say, Marc?
They said, we don't want it, baby. That's when they give me that money line. Give me that money line. We're built. Hey, here's the deal. We're built to beat the Philadelphia Eagles at home. Coach Braves built this football team to stop the run. 340, 350 against the Packers. I don't give a damn what they did against the Packers. Here's the deal. They will not beat us on the ground. Make Jalen Hurts stand in that pocket and throw the football. Titans by 1,000,000, baby. Plus 180. Ride with us. There's blood in the water. We're going to get after these dudes, and it's all because of our D-line and our Batman in the linebacker room, David Long Jr., baby. Get after Jalen Hurts all day long.
I just put everything in my account that I had in there.
What, $8.12?
$56.95.
80 grand?
$56.95.
Yep. Mind you, I got 6 other parlays going.
These are the ones we live for, boys. And listen, there are a lot of people jumping ship right now in two-tone blue. I'm seeing it. And excuse me, in the national media.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody's jumping ship in our neck of the woods, man. This is what we're built for. It's going to be a nasty game. You're not going to see no 300-yard rushing unless it's from 22. So lock it in. Vrabel's going to stop that run. And I could almost bet you, the way Coach Braves is, he's got a little something for number 11 out there as well. So we'll see what happens. We've been having this one circled on our calendar, but I like what's going to happen. I like Treylon Burks to go off. I like Chig to get it in the action, and Austin Hooper's getting after it. So I'm all over the two-tone blue. Thank you, bookies. thank you for giving me that plus 180. We're going to be listening to that Shark in the Water next week.
Let's go get
Marc
this money,
Mariani
baby.
at Marc Mariani 80, sold by Mariani.com. Thank you, Marc. Great stuff, man.
All right, have a great weekend, guys.
Moonshine.
I already had him. At +5. Maybe I'll go do the moon.
I just went all in.
Moonshine money line.
I just went all in. I'm riding with my dog, man.
56.95.
56.95.
All right.
We got left.
Allan Bell coming up next. We'll talk about all of these championship games in detail with AB next on 104.5 The Zone.
Titans Radio lives here.
That deserves a hell yes!
Your
1045 The Zone, Scoreboard Bar and Grill. That's where we are. Come by. Your chance to get registered up for a couple of really cool concerts. What we got over there, Bob? Luke Combs? Thomas Rhett? Man, those are two really big-time talented artists. You could register to win tickets there. Just go see Bob. Also,
No box, though, huh?
no, you don't need a box.
It's right there.
Yeah,
yeah.
you really don't need the box, though.
Okay.
But you do.
Because we're fancy nowadays and you just put your phone up to it.
Oh, yeah, it's got a QR code. Beat Brent and Slay. Pick winners from the games below to try to beat Brent and Ron's picks. I don't know who those two people are, but
They wasn't there. I'll never do it.
I just filled mine out.
You won't do it.
here are the games. LSU at Georgia. These are straight up, too. Kansas State at TCU. Purdue at Michigan. Utah at USC. Chiefs at Bengals. Dolphins at 49ers. Titans at Ingle Martin?
At the Inglewood Ingle Martins.
Inglewood. Always up to no good.
No.
Titans, Eagles. Yeah. You did what? You did yours?
Yeah.
Does yours look different than mine?
Yes, I just looked at yours. Yes.
She's not impressed with my sheet.
No, she's not.
Can you sense that?
There are two that are different.
All right.
Babs,
Not
you
gonna
can't
tell
beat
you
us.
what,
You
but-
can't beat us, Babs.
Yes, I can.
No, she can't. Alan Bell
And
might.
at the very bottom, sorry, AB, hold on. At the very bottom, I put the boys are going down.
Oh.
Yes.
Please make sure you keep that sheet for next Friday so
my
we can
name
see it.
on it is Babsy.
All right. Alan Bell is here.
Hi, AB.
Hi, Don. Sorry. So first off, I don't ever get to see Don here, so it's great to see you. You're always on
no.
assignment, right? So that's a pleasure. Two, I'm absolutely copying Don's sheet. It's like high school for me all over again. I'm going to copy hers because I think she's running it.
She
you
got
grow
an
up?
inside track.
Did you grow up here?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school?
Mount Juliet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right.
Very prestigious university.
Definitely true. All right. College football championship weekend. I know it's not like an exciting weekend of college football, but I love college football, so I love every one of these games. So we'll do it tonight.
Why is it not exciting?
Well,
it's
you've got
conference championship.
Well,
Yeah.
Georgia's favored by 17, Michigan's favored by 17, Clemson's favored by almost 8. Like, I mean, it's just
Well, that's the best thing about betting is that, you know what, you could take a game that could be, you know what, we kind of know what's going to happen. Now you got to play, you get to play inside the game. So, yeah, it makes it exciting.
Fox tonight, Friday, 7 o'clock. Number 11, Utah. Number 4, USC. USC favored by 2.5. These teams already met earlier in the year. Utah gave USC its only loss, 43-42 in Salt Lake. They went for 2 to win the game. Kyle Winningham. USC with the win would be the first Pac-12 team in the playoffs since 2017.
Wow. That's amazing.
What do you think about this matchup?
Yes. So Friday night game, obviously. Now look at USC. All right, 3 game scripts to pay attention to. 1, the revenge factor, what you just said.
Wait.
Yep.
Slade loves these quotes. Lincoln Riley actually said this, quote, "This is not a revenge game," end quote.
That don't bode well. Look at what the Titans did.
Yeah. So, all right, you've got that, even though Lincoln Riley says it's not. All right.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Their only loss.
Yeah. Number 2, win and you're in.
Yep.
Number 3. All right, what time is it right now? What does it say on anybody's phone?
4:28.
4:28 right now. So 2:28 Pacific time. Caleb Williams is sitting here, USC quarterback, saying, all I have to do is win this game, and I win the Heisman Trophy.
Completed 66% of his passes, 3,712 yards, 34 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Also has 10 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, he's incredible.
He's going to win the
that's
Heisman.
That's some extra pressure right there.
It is. It is.
Numbers.
Until
Don't screw it up, Caleb.
until you get yeah, right. I know, right? Until you get that first hit, right?
Yeah.
You get sacked and you're like, okay, it's good now. Like we're good. USC has not been playing any better football this season than they are right now. They scored 38 points or more in 6 straight games. The over is hit in 6 straight games. They are on fire. And the best part is the spread's only 2.5. So you could bet USC money line. Don't even have to mess with the spread. Just take them to win and ride exactly where the team's attitude is. Win and in. I'm going to bet win and in. So there you go.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
So this is the number 1 scoring offense going against the number 1 scoring defense in the Pac-12.
Yep.
USC with the offense, Utah with the defense. Back in the day, we would take the defense in that matchup.
Yeah.
Now we're in an era of college football where we take the offense, don't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's the other thing that's not mentioned there. USC's defense is completely built on creating turnovers. They create interceptions, fumbles like crazy, right? So if they get 2 of them, right? Like USC's probably going to score on 70% of their drives, right? Like that's just how they roll. So if they create
All them transfer portal guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're an Oklahoma fan, how do you feel about watching this game? Like you've got to. It's like if you were dating a girl and she breaks up with you, and then you look on Instagram like tomorrow and she's dating Justin Timberlake. You're like, geez, could this get any worse?
Like, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I had a
Great
shot
comparison.
Yeah.
until 5 minutes ago.
Dude, until like one day, life just completely went off. Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. So you like USC?
Yeah.
Lost at 2.5 there?
Yep. I'll take it straight up. Just take money line. Don't even have to mess
Oh,
with
money
the spread.
line. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let me write that down. Maybe. All right. Saturday, 11 a.m. ABC, the Big 12 championship game in Arlington. Number 10, Kansas State against number 3, TCU. This is another rematch. The series record between these two teams tied at 8. TCU beat Kansas State 38-28. What's interesting in that game this year is that Kansas State actually led 28-10.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what's funny? Like, you go back, the USC-Utah game, USC led by 14 twice in that game and ended up losing, like you said. Now, I'm going to roll the same attitude. TCU, think about it. Game script. Win and you're in. That is it. Think about anything else. Just win the game and you're in the college football playoff. I'm going to roll them money line, right? Yeah. TCU money line, right? Like, now, here's the thing, though. Kansas State's offense is legit.
Yeah.
Like, and this could be, pay attention, Tennessee fans, this could be possibly a team you might play in a bowl game, depending on how all these things work out.
Kansas State's going to the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
So if Tennessee ends up there, then.
Yeah. And books would set the opening total at 175 because both of these offenses just scored a ton of points. So that's the problem. Like, not problem for TCU, but, dude, like, look out. Like, they can score, but, again, I'm going to roll.
Question mark at quarterback for Kansas State. Will Adrian Martinez be able to give them something?
Yeah.
They're talking about maybe a ground package for him, but, yeah, Will Howard is the guy that's going to go. Deuce Vaughn is the guy that maybe people don't know about that you might want to pay attention to, the running back at Kansas State. 5'6", 176.
Yeah, 5'6", dude. And where's number 22, right? Deuce, and he will go. Like, he has all of it, man. He's a phenomenal running back for sure.
A couple of other notes.
He might not be 5'6".
Yeah, he might not.
Like,
I
I am
You've seen
taller
him.
than him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, this is Kansas State's first Big 12 championship game since 2003, looking for 10 wins for the first time in 10 years.
Now,
So,
is
so
this
similar deal with that one, TCU? With the money line.
They got to win to get in. I'm going to bet the same thing. Don't mess with the spread, whatever. Now, this is possibly the biggest game in TCU's entire history.
They've never won the Big 12.
Yeah.
Like, this is unbelievably big. But then again, you know, if you're playing there, it's not like you remember all that history. Like, this is just the game for you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going to roll with TCU.
I don't know. See, I just think
Kansas State's good, yeah.
we've been waiting for that other shoe to fall. I think Kansas, I think that's one that I question.
Yeah, see, you know what? And look,
I keep
I think-
fading TCU, and I keep losing.
yeah, but you know what? But Don's right. Don's right, though, because, like, they've played with fire for, like, 7 weeks in a
Yes.
row. Like,
And
it-
like serious fire.
Yeah.
Poor decision making from Sonny Dykes fire.
yeah, and, like,
You know?
there's only so much magic in that bag. Yeah,
Right.
I agree, Don, completely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, they
So,
keep on making
it's going to
me
be
regret it.
interesting.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
All right, SEC, Georgia and LSU. So LSU, I guess, is the fourth best team, gets in the championship game Saturday, 3 o'clock on CBS. Georgia by 17.
Yeah.
Man, that big number makes me think, because Georgia doesn't even need to win, really.
Yeah.
Now, they want to win because they've only won 3 SEC titles since 1982.
Yeah.
And Kirby's been talking about, hey, you want to put that on the wall? Because that's a serious thing. So they want to win. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm fearful of a backdoor cover.
Yeah.
Like Georgia up 27-3, and then LSU scores a touchdown. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with 17. In any of these large numbers is that you've got to be in the fourth quarter up by 27 at minimum, like, to feel good, because if they get a touchdown, you know what I mean? Like things can go
Because at that point, Georgia could literally just run the ball 3 times and punt.
and just give it away, right? Now, I'll say this, though. I'm playing the over 51 in this game. And
You
I'll
are?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Georgia's coasted basically since the Tennessee game because mission accomplished. You got the job done, won the regular season.
Yeah.
You're good, right? Kirby Smart, did they lose this game last year?
Yep.
Yeah, they lost the SEC championship game last year. And Kirby Smart, coming off winning a title, knows exactly, like, dude, it's money time now. And people like Brent, like what you were saying, like I've heard a lot of people say, like, oh, you know, they don't have a lot to play for. True, but not true. Like, Georgia's playing against itself in this game. And Kirby Smart saying, look, we're not rolling into this thing with 8 weeks off. Like, it is full cannons going, right? So 51, I think Georgia scores 35, probably 41. 51, like 10 points from LSU. Yeah, they can get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels will go, I guess. He's been a walking boot with an ankle injury this week.
He's been in a walking boot for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. And it's interesting, Georgia playing in Atlanta, which is where they beat Oregon at the beginning of the season 49-3, and they will play in Atlanta again in the Peach Bowl.
Wow.
In the semifinal.
Dude, you know what? And I
Sweet home.
yeah, absolutely.
field.
And like I feel like Kirby Smart, like they're not taking anything off of this game. Now they're not going to put their people in like risky positions, but like it's almost like an NFL game. Like your starters play, your starters finish the game. Like this isn't take time off. Like you got your PTO out of the way 3 months ago. Like now it's go time now.
So you're going Georgia to win big, cover all that.
I'm going over. Like I agree on the 17. It's a lot of points.
Yeah.
Like I feel the over is the much easier and safer play.
Okay.
You got anything on this AAC, Central Florida Tulane, another rematch?
Dude, Tulane's legit. Like, but I mean, so is CF. Like, these are two really good teams. Like, I'll roll with Tulane because I think that they're just better overall, but it's a risky one. Like, I don't have any strong play either way. Don, you probably know better than any of us. Like, these are two good teams.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
Do you put anything on the rematch thing? Like, because Central Florida beat Tulane earlier.
Yeah.
Like
put it
3
all
weeks
over 'em.
ago.
Yeah.
But a lot of these guys that set numbers don't even look at that.
Nah.
Really.
Nah, and
When
especially
they're doing their power numbers.
Yeah, and especially in this one, right? I think that the only thing, like, you could have some, some on the Tulane side to where it's like, hey, man, you got whooped once. Like, you going to let that happen again? On the USCF side, like, I don't think that there's, like, a ton there. But, I mean, Muzzon's a good coach.
Yeah.
But Tulane's a good football team. Like, Don, I look to you. Like, what do you think on this one?
Yeah. Go over.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Don's
That's
right.
where I am on that one. Yeah.
I don't even know what the number is, but over.
Go over.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's over.
They'll score points, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Big Ten in Indianapolis, Michigan a 17-point favorite over Purdue. Michigan looking for back-to-back Big Ten titles for the first time since 2003 and 4. Michigan looking for its first natty since 1997, its first undisputed national title since 1948.
Yeah. So I think this is the most difficult game to bet because you're looking at it the same way you are with Georgia. All right. Same spread, 17. Michigan going against Purdue. Purdue, good football team, but I mean, it's Michigan, right? Like, however, Michigan is not exactly Georgia, like in terms of like their point total could go high. Don't be wrong, Michigan could score some points, but you got Blake Corum who's out. Now they got good running backs too, but this one scares me. Like I think the total is 51 or 52. Like I kind of feel the over, but Michigan could just control the ball and just shut everything down in the second half. That's what scares me about it.
Right, that and injury. So Michigan running back Blake Corum is done for the year. He's going to have knee surgery. Mike Morris, the Big Ten Defensive Lineman of the Year, may miss the game for Michigan as well. But that's a good football team.
It's a great – and here's the thing, too. You guys know Jim Harbaugh. Like, you talk about teams that, that he doesn't limp into games. Like, you're going 150%. Like, there's no – like, growing up in the Harbaugh family, there's no softness. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it might not equal to as many points as everybody else, but there's no taking off. Like, you're going to go in, but I think this is the riskiest one.
ACC Championship, Saturday, 7 o'clock, ABC. Number 9, Clemson. Number 23, North Carolina. Clemson, a 7.5-point favorite. North Carolina is the only ACC team to have not played a ranked team when they played the game this year. UNC quarterback Drake May is awesome. Y'all need to check him out if you haven't seen him. UNC has never won an ACC championship game. They haven't won the ACC since 1980. Clemson looking for their 7th ACC title in the last 8 years.
Yeah. So this one, all right, you're going to see a lot of people go North Carolina because you get the hook, 7.5, right? And I get it. Now you got to go 2 scores. That being said, North Carolina's defense is terrible. It's
So
bad.
bad.
But their offense is legit. They've got the better quarterback in this game by far. Drake May is fantastic. But that being said,
Oh, the Rattler?
well, yeah. Well, first off, we got to ask.
I mean, what's the name?
The ukulele?
DJ U.
Hey,
Uga.
By the way, this is going to be his
Ugalele.
last game at Clemson. He's going to hit the
The
portal.
you
running
think so?
quarterback?
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, the portal is full of quarterbacks.
They are having a
There's
real live.
There's like 4 more that just went in today.
It's NFL free agency.
Ugh.
Yeah, and if you're betting, let me say this real quick.
They're having a ball.
Sorry, I'm
Giannis.
sorry. I
No,
totally
no.
distracted us.
Don, no, I'm glad that you said that. Everyone out there, Don just brought up the best point of bowl games outside of the college football playoff. Be unbelievably careful betting those games because you're not even going to know half the roster. Like,
Yeah.
so Don, I'm glad that you said that. It is going to be the most
Transfer
crazy
portal or sit out.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts. So back to this game. I think the over is the play in this one because North Carolina's going to put up points.
Mm-hmm.
Clemson's going to put up points, even though their offense isn't that great. North Carolina's defense is bad enough that it's going to, add up there. Not to mention, you do have Clemson coming off of a loss.
Yep.
Dabo ran his mouth before that game.
Yep.
Like, dislike, whatever, how anybody feels about Dabo. He's a prideful man.
Yep.
Like they're not gonna come in weak into this one. So I don't want to play the hook. I'll take the over. Yeah.
At Allan Bell 247 with Sportsline.com. We'll hit the NFL with AB when we come back. A couple of other notes to wrap up the college football discussion. TCU has 5 wins over ranked teams. Georgia and Michigan combined have 4. LSU is 3-1 in the SEC title game. Georgia is 3-6. More with Allan Bell when we come back. We'll dive into the NFL. Look at Titans, Eagles, maybe Cowboys, Colts. That might be an interesting one because your boy Matt Ryan might die.
Who?
Oh, my goodness.
He might die.
Who?
I'll tell you why in just a
There
minute.
you go. Thank you, Babs.
Oh, Nathaniel Ryan? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right. Babs has something.
Yes, we actually do have a giveaway today. A tailgate for 2, a $25 gift card, and a reserve table outside to watch the SEC championship. And the winner is going to be drawn today at 5:55. So you have about an hour to come down to Scoreboard and put your name in the box. Is that what we're doing, Eki Bop? There you go. Name in the box. Put your name in the box. And we got a giveaway going on. Tailgate for 2, $25 gift card, reserve table outside to watch the SEC title game. There you go. Come see us here at Scoreboard Bar and Grill.
Ramon
Grill. That's where we are, Music Valley Drive. We've got things for you to register for when you get here. Also, you can win a tailgate for two. Is that true?
Yes.
You get a $25 gift card to Scoreboard?
$25 gift card and a little private table to watch the game.
Little romantic private table.
The private table.
Tailgate for two sounds like a great country song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it already exists.
I think you're right. Probably.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It was probably written here at Scoreboard, actually.
Yeah.
Probably. At that romantic table for two for the SEC championship game to watch Georgia pound LSU.
That's right.
Ugh. Also, you can pick games against me and Slay.
You can, yeah. Go ahead.
Great contribution.
Yeah, thank you. great way to put it, AB.
Allan Bell from Sportsline.com. When people go to Sportsline.com, what are they getting, AB?
Yep, you are going to get a computer model system where we simulate each game 10,000 times beyond all sports. And what we do is give you a projection on the score, projection on player stats, hint, hint for prop bettors, and we grade the bets. So A grades, B grades, C grades. C grades, stay away. B grades, be careful. A grades, that's what we recommend. So
At Allan Bell 247 on
Nice.
Twitter. Hashtag early edge with him. Cowboys might kill Matt Ryan, I said before the break. Here's the thing. The Colts have given up the most sacks so far this season, 43. The Cowboys have the most sacks in the NFL this season, 45.
yeah.
If the Colts get down and have to throw it, look the hell out. Because here's the thing, man. I've watched a lot of Cowboy football this year.
Yep.
They don't just sack the quarterback. They pound him into the ground.
They're physical.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Yeah, you're right.
Nathaniel, your boy Nathaniel.
Yeah, I love him.
Nathaniel.
It grows on me.
There'll be a skid mark on that field.
I would say this.
He's not moving.
Yeah,
no,
he
he's
ain't
not.
moving.
No, not at all. I would bet interceptions and fumbles on Matt Ryan because he's going to turn the ball over constantly in this game.
Chuck it, baby.
I would also bet go to whatever bet sportsbook that you use, go to special teams, defense special teams, scroll down, punts over 7.5. This game will feature a ton of punts, both on Indy side, and if Dallas is up in the second half, run the ball, run the clock, punt the ball. Like, I bet you have 12 punts in this game.
From the Bet the Board podcast guys, since 2014, talking about Titans Eagles, since 2014, teams with just one loss entering week 12 or later are 9-23 against the spread. Philly favored by 4.5. AB, it was 5.5, down to 5, now at 4.5. What do you think about this?
All right, so Titans at Philly, right?
Yep.
All right, so have you guys ever watched the show Bar Rescue?
Yes.
You know, with John Taffer?
Yeah.
Love the show, right? So you know when they kind of do the work and then they have the stress test,
Yeah.
right? Where they just throw a bunch of stuff and basically, you know, kind of mess you up.
How do you handle it?
That's what Philly does early in games with Jalen Hurts with his feet, all right? And if you can't handle it, that's the stress test right there. And if you can't handle it, they'll keep doing it. Nick Sirianni will keep doing it until you bring up, and then they just pound you in the air, right? Like, they are a difficult team to deal with. That being said, they have top 5 worst rush defense in the NFL. It's horrible. So if the Titans can use Derrick Henry, all right, run the ball. The key is do not get down big early because they'll take you out of your game plan, and the Titans probably don't do well in that one. We always talk about, like, with Tennessee, where it was like, hey, Florida's going to control the clock, keep the ball away from you. We're like, sometimes that's dumb. Yeah. Titans, it's very smart in this one. Like, kind of go into how you did with the Chiefs. Do whatever you have to do, long drives. Field goals are good. Like, do that because if you could do that, you could get them. But if they get up 14 nothing on you, dude, you're done. Like, they're just going to run Jalen Hurts for 7,000 yards. Like,
You mentioned that run defense. It's also against the number 2 easiest collection of offenses so far.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
That is
Yeah.
that is the way to victory potentially for Tennessee.
Yeah, I'll say this real quick too. I wouldn't be surprised if because Nick Sirianni is a brilliant dude. I wouldn't be surprised if they use A.J. Brown as a kind of a bait where they don't throw it to him all that much, but they know that your guys are probably going to be looking at him.
Yeah.
And then they'd use that to bring 2 or 3 dudes over there, and then they just hit you on the other side.
Yeah.
Like, I would absolutely do that immediately out of the game.
Is there another game that you like that we haven't hit on?
Yeah, Chargers, Raiders. Both of those defenses are atrocious, and their offenses can score, right? Like, their defenses don't stop anything. I would take the over. I think it's like 48, somewhere in there, maybe 49. I would take the over in that. And then the Chiefs. What do we do with the Chiefs? All right, they're on the road against Cincinnati. Chiefs are a 2-point favorite. That's it. 2 points. the Chiefs are playing their best football right now. Like, they look really good. Like, I feel like this, like, you look at it, you're like, is this bait? Like, are the books trying to bait me into doing this? And, like, since he's going to wear him out? I don't think so.
But Cincy looks pretty good right now,
Yeah,
too.
they do.
I mean, we just got an up-close personal view of it.
Yeah, and without Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon, right?
Right.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
like, Don, I agree. Like, I think it's the hardest game, but it could also be one of those to where, like, say the Chiefs win by, like, 17, you're like, what was I doing?
Yeah.
Like, this is stupid, you know?
I mean, the Titans rushed for 63 yards.
Yeah.
Todd Furman, your boy, told us the Chiefs have won 26 consecutive November or December games.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like, what is that?
Yeah. That's crazy.
You know what that is? That's championship football right
Yeah,
now.
It is.
It is.
December.
At Allan Bell 247, sportsline.com. Thanks for coming down to Scoreboard, buddy.
Oh, gosh, man. Appreciate y'all having me.
Good to see you in
Say,
person,
I know.
baby.
Don, good to see you,
Instead
too.
of just talking to you on Twitter.
I know. I love it. It's just sit and watch it. Like, I always get ready to watch Don on TV, like, every weekend, you know?
All right, 3HL Happy Hour is next, live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill. Bushwhackers are on at AB if you get here. That's next.
Yep.
3HL 1045. I'm just kidding. We'll be right
I
back.
won't run it.
The
104.5 is home. Let's get this show on the road. Dawn Davenport is here at Scoreboard Bar and Grill.
I'm in the building.
Hey,
She is in the building.
let's go.
And she definitely doesn't give a damn about her reputation.
Truth.
She used to back when she was a journalist.
I know, back when I had, like, credibility.
That was you got your haircut?
And then I started working with y'all. No, I just fixed it today.
Way to fall into that
That's why I
one.
don't-
Boy, you just dove right in.
Well, actually, I did get it cut, but it was like 2 weeks ago. So
Okay,
thanks for noticing.
You're welcome.
This is probably the first day I fixed it in 2 weeks. So
Hey, man, you're
He is
crazy.
Ron Slade diving into boxes.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. Hey, I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. It looks really, really good, man.
Slay Dog has something for
thanks, Slay.
Slay Dog has something for Eagles people.
Are you
in a
saying it
little while.
normally doesn't?
Oh, it always looks great.
See, I'm trying to talk right through this.
I
looks
know.
greater today, Babs.
He just keeps digging. He's
To
like,
be fair, though, you admit that you don't shower very often.
no, now hold on.
See?
I know I don't care about my reputation, but
I mean, your hair.
I don't like to fix my hair because I had a baby and now all of a sudden it's curly.
Yeah.
And you have to actually like dry it with a straightener and do all this crap. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not
Exactly.
saying you don't, bathe yourself and
No,
clean yourself.
I do. I wear deodorant
Yeah,
most days.
Yeah, well,
Sometimes I forget.
yeah, that's true.
Human nature.
We're a big happy family here. We know each other's stuff.
Oh, don't even judge me.
I'm not
Looks like,
judging.
whoa. Nobody out there judge me because you know that you have forgotten before.
Yeah.
It happens to everybody.
It's not like you're living in a cabin in
No,
Cades
Hunk?
Cove,
Well, Hunk claims he never has. He's lying.
No, the only reason I say no is because when I do it, I literally say it out loud. I have put deodorant on just because I wouldn't remember if I had or not when I left. So I have to say it out loud.
Matt Murphy from WTN is here.
Is this the kind of hard hitting sport or radio conversations you have on your show?
Is this
Is
the
All right, come here.
Is this the kind of hard hitting conversations you have on TN?
I have no idea what goes on WTN outside of noon to 3 because I'm listening to you guys. No, of course
Good
we
answer.
talk about these. I was talking about the I've been working on the railroad song today. This is legit. We had a 30-minute conversation. Yeah, because you remember how that song takes a turn, and then they start talking about Dinah.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen I know strumming on the old banjo. Dinah's a slut. Because I'm on the railroad and Dinah's messing around. I'm working. I'm bringing home the bacon, Slay. And Dinah's messing around, letting somebody fiddle on her banjo while I'm at work. That's what we talk about on WTN. Just to
I
answer the question.
totally take it back. I
The
thought
other
that
thing
they
is-
were like way credible over there. No, they're just like us.
The other thing, he's on the air by himself, so he can say all that stuff and nobody comes back at him.
No rebuttal.
Why do we
Yeah.
always have weird conversations before going to Kevin Dyson?
I don't know. Kevin Dyson, Dr. Dyson is here. The Miracle Man. What's up, KD?
What's going on, y'all? I mean, every time y'all just have some random gets going on. Every time I pop on here with y'all.
Aw,
I never
poor
thought
Dice.
about Dinah in the kitchen, honestly. So, Murphy gave us something to think about. I don't know.
We're educating people, Dice.
Yeah. So,
I love it. I love it.
Dice normally comes on Thursdays, but you had something special going on yesterday.
Yeah, my son had his little first middle school basketball game yesterday, man. So I didn't want to be in the gym and try to do the show,
I love it.
Did
boy.
they win?
won, too.
All right.
They won big. They won big.
Little Dice. Get
I
into
played
it.
all 13 kids, and they won pretty big, 41-10. So
Whoa.
it wasn't much of a game, but
Slaughterhouse.
yeah.
Good luck, little kids.
Hey, are you the kind of dad that's like hovering behind the bench telling your kid during timeouts like what he should be doing?
No, man, I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty quiet. I usually don't even say nothing to the officials or anything like that, man. I'm pretty chill. I'm even the top. I'm chill after the game too. I may mention a couple different things, just coach him up a little bit. And truth be told, this year is really the first time that I've taken a backseat. I have been coaching him since he was 5, coaching basketball, football, and all that kind of stuff. So this year I didn't coach football. This year I didn't coach basketball.
So I just kind of took a back seat. I distanced myself a little bit and just be dad a little bit, just be a fan, just watch him and try to be a part of it as much as I can. It's unique because he has my namesake, right? So I think that he has an expectation of himself and he worries about it, and I just want him to go out there and have fun.
Well, there's some freedom in it as a parent to just turn the kid over, man. That's awesome, man. At KT Dyson 87 on Twitter. How much added motivation do players find when they play former teams? Do you think?
Especially the team that draft you?
Yes.
And draft you in the first round?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, there's added incentive on that, man. There's just something about it. I went from the AFC to the NFC, Carolina in 2004, and Tice came to town in October, and I was coming off the PUP list. So I didn't even play that game, and still wanted to beat them. You know what I'm saying? I wanted all my boys to do well, didn't want anybody to get hurt, but I wanted to make sure we won that football game. You know what I mean? And then I got back playing in late October, and they lost to the Patriots in the playoffs, and I was hoping I was going to see them in the Super Bowl. Oh, you talking about? I was just waiting on it to get there to play in Super Bowl 38. But A.J. Brown, I know that feeling, man. It's the franchise that gave you birth. You were raised from a little pup. You made a name for yourself, and then you didn't get the big bag, man. That's where you hope to kind of play your career in one spot. I know free agency has changed the game a lot in the past 20, 25 years. But, ultimately, man, you want to start you want to finish where you start. And, him going to Philly this year and the way that it happened and some of the bitterness between him and the franchise, man, I guarantee you he put a little extra pep in his step at practicing things this week.
Yeah, that ain't no question. I was explaining that earlier. Like, it's two different sides to it. It's the guy that comes in, and a lot of people talk about them replacing the guy. And there's also a perspective of it from the guy that left or was not with the team that once drafted him or, it made his bones with. So two different perspectives, man, in that, man. And I think it's more difficult for the guy that left and went away than it is the guy filling the shoes.
Yeah, it definitely, for him, it definitely helps going to a franchise that's having such great success right now, arguably the best team in the National Football League, right? There's that argument between a few teams there at the top. So that definitely helped ease the blow. Mm-hmm. But it also gave him some gloat room, too, right? He was gloating early in the year. He was missing, and we're winning and things of that nature. But it gave the Titans a little incentive, too. It's never really just another game when you talk about National Football League because every game is so big. But now it's a little bit more, hey, that's our former teammate. He's going to shut him up type of thing. So, it's a big game for both teams. I think Titans coming off a loss, this is a bigger game from my standpoint than maybe even the Eagles. But it's a huge game. It's a huge test for the Titans, another test of one of the top teams in the National Football League to kind of see where you measure up. You got another opportunity to show out. And you in my opinion, you're 0-2 against two of the upper echelons, the Chiefs and the Bills. So here's another opportunity for it.
What's your feelings towards this game, KD? Like I've been persuaded. Listen to Hitman, listen to Ramon, and then Yoro. He's told me different stats from bettors, and it's got me jumping on the Titans boat, man. Like they gonna go up there and get it done. But the numbers wouldn't say that. But I mean, I got to roll with them. What's your feelings on it?
Yeah. I'm pulling for the Titans. I think the difference being is I think the Titans defense has just enough to take care of the Eagles offense. Now, there's a lot of weapons. We know we talked about AJ a little bit. Devontae is a special talent. We saw him in his Heisman campaign in his first few years in the league. Hurts is coming to his own. He's becoming a bona fide MVP candidate this year. He's not even the front runner at this point. And so they got a lot of people who give you a lot of fuss, but I feel like the Titans match up against this style of play. We've seen them. I'm comparing them to Baltimore and Lamar Jackson, and they seem to match up with him very well. Other than that one instance down here in Nashville where he got loose for a couple plays, for the most part, they've matched up against Baltimore very well. And I think I'm putting the Eagles in a style of offense kind of in that same category, and the Titans have done very well with that. So I think that's going to be the difference maker. Now, on the flip side of that, they got to find a way to get Henry involved. Now, just lining up 3 tight ends, putting everybody in the box, and in mano and see if you can bully people. It didn't work last week. Didn't work the week before that.
Yep.
So what's the counter to that? What are you going to do? How are you going to get him involved? Because we all know if anything's going to be successful for this Titans team, he has to be part of the equation. The only time they really got the ball with the big play, they got him in the screen game. Now, it didn't work out as planned, but it still was a touchdown. So they got to find ways to get him involved.
Kevin Dyson with us on 3HL at KT Dyson87 on Twitter. Give him a follow there. What do you think about what we've seen from Traylon Burks the last couple of weeks? 11 receptions, 181 yards. That combat catch down the middle of the field was something, too. What are you seeing from him?
You know, I was talking to Slay about this in a suite last week. I mean, there's two different types of receivers. There's the one receiver like the Megatrons of the world and you put them on the island, that ex-receiver, and they get the one-on-ones all the play, and you feel like they're going to win that battle every time. Traylor's not quite there yet, but he's a dude that can make plays given the opportunity, moving him around, using his skill set in different capacities, moving the slot, motion him, give him quick outs, let him run after the catch, get him involved early, get a feel for the game. And so you see him getting involved early, getting a feel for the game and getting kind of that swagger to him a little bit. And then, you know, I was happy to see the last 2 weeks. One, it wasn't necessarily, it was a 50-50 ball, but he kind of got the separation and made that catch against the Packers.
Yeah.
But this past week, he threw that up. And Traylon had to, slow his momentum, go up, high point it, come down with a big catch in the middle of the field, man. That to me showing he's starting to get that swag about him. That's showing that ability to go up there in those one-on-one situations and make plays against some DBs in this National Football League, man. So as long as he continues to get that confidence and them opportunities, I think he's going to continue to progress the way he's going and get better each week.
The doctor, former Titan wide receiver Kevin Dyson at KT Dyson87 on Twitter. Always enjoy the weekly visits. Congrats on that first game yesterday, too, KT. KD.
I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, y'all have a good weekend.
Appreciate it, Dice.
There he is, Kevin Dyson. Watching a kid play sports, man.
Yeah, man, ain't nothing like it. Proud daddy moment.
That is definitely true. All right, when we come back, we'll dive more into the Titans and Eagles and hit on some of these college football games. And we can take your phone calls now.
Let's get it.
Until the end of the show. Trash Talk Friday, 3HL, Scoreboard Bar and Grill. This is 104.5 The Zone. 3HL 1045 The Zone, Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Music Valley Drive near the Opryland Hotel. We love coming out here. It's a perfect place for you to watch games all weekend. Got bushwhackers. I want one today. Can I get one today?
I think everybody in this restaurant thought I've already had one because I forgot my headphones were on. I'm yelling at Kirby. Kirby!
You needed to because our mics were not on. Little Birdie just told me.
Little Birdie.
Yeah, Trash Talk Friday from Travis Harder. Don and I's 4th/5th grade Hoosiers play Kentucky tomorrow afternoon in our first basketball game. Let's go Hoosiers.
That's not what it says.
I'm not going to call a bunch of 4th and 5th graders Kentucky.
Well, they shouldn't have put that name. They could have picked on many other names. The 4th and 5th grade Hoosiers play Kentucky tomorrow afternoon in their first basketball game.
Yes.
Let's go Hoosiers.
And guess what?
What?
I'm not going to be there to coach.
She's already put it on Harder in this text thread. If they lose, it's on him.
It's not their coach's fault. Not the head coach's fault.
It's not my.
Are you just labeling
fault.
yourself the head coach?
I am the head coach, but I don't know. Then I've got to miss like 2 of the weekend games, so I feel like you can't be the head coach if you're missing games, right?
It's true.
So,
I mean, yeah.
But
Because then the players
regardless-
could do whatever they want, man. They might have a play date or something to go to the trampoline park.
Gotta miss it. Think about it. Like, what? No.
What?
You can't
No.
sign
The head
up.
coach can
Passion.
miss. I can
They
miss.
would have passion. All right, we bought all our players IU socks. They're like the coolest socks ever.
Oh, really? Y'all,
They'll be looking
y'all
good.
matching it in.
I
Oh,
literally
yeah.
thought she said, I bought all of our players. Like,
Hey,
you just got all these.
You gotta do what you gotta
No,
do, man.
but I did have a conversation with my significant other about
Who's the assistant coach?
yes. I just made him my assistant about
Did
how
this just happen? Like these roles were just decided right now with
No.
him not here?
I think I did it last week
Oh, okay.
without him here. Remember?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
yeah, you
I
did.
decided that I was the head coach because I wasn't going to sit on the bench
That's
and
right.
not talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because only one can stand up.
Only one can
now
stand
listen,
up.
I
and
put
communicate.
together the lineups for him, because whatever, everybody needs to play and everybody gets their turn and everybody sits out the
At the
same
be-
amount of time.
At the beginning
whatever.
of the season.
Okay. Is that okay? You just do it at the beginning?
Listen, man, at some point you guys try to win things.
Gotta win at some point.
Are they keeping score?
Yes.
Then you're
that-
trying to win.
Great question. Great question and great answer.
Thank you.
NIL.
You're welcome.
Y'all got NIL?
Yeah. You got your NIL
I'm
deals?
working on it. What do you think the socks are?
Oh. Socks.
Like it.
What else does 4th and 5th grade guy like?
No, it should be fun though.
Video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Sports.
Yeah. Part of it.
We're going to go to the phones. We appreciate y'all listening and participating. 615-737-1045. But I just saw this story come across Barstool. New York City's mayor, Eric Adams, announced on Wednesday that the city is accepting applications for a new position to become the city's head of rat killing.
I wouldn't want that freaking job.
Murph from WTN is nodding his head. Yeah, like this is a real thing. Like, so he's made his whole platform of being mayor. I'm getting rid of the rats. So now
Well, he needs to because they spread disease.
guess how much you can make as the head of rat killing?
How much?
$170,000.
His bankroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rat's gonna be standing up though when you spraying them with stuff. Them rats
Guess
huge.
first of all,
They'll
guess
take it right out of your hand, spray
Yeah.
you with it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
First of all, guess how far 170K will get you in
in
New
New York, yeah.
It
Queens.
won't.
You're right.
You
Queens.
still be, yeah.
Yeah. You're coming
You
across
still
the bridge.
can't afford to live there.
Yeah.
And 2, these are not like rats that you see around here.
Yeah.
These are like supercharged, fat,
Yeah.
like 4 feet tall.
Yeah, they ain't
Yeah.
playing.
Come at you while you have a pizza box in your hand.
Yeah, the
rats.
Ninja Turtle type rat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't
Yes.
no little rats.
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Splinter. That's like Splinter.
Stay over there.
A young Splinter.
exactly. Those are those kind of rats.
The official title is Director of Rodent Mitigation.
Oh no, I'm cool on the names and all that. That don't entice me. A clever little name to put on it.
Head of rat killing.
Nah,
Sounds much better.
straight. Yeah, give me,
I'd create jerseys and wear a rat killer.
this you just jumping out.
Yeah.
So my thing would be,
Give me some goggles.
do you go to the homes, the rat homes, and like
You probably
Go
start.
get 'em, or
You
do
probably
you
start
just-
at the subway.
that's what I'm saying. Or do
Based
you
on
just
what
jump-
I've seen
you
up
just
there.
jump out at 1:00 in the morning and see them right there by the garbage and just
So-
unload.
Back in the day, they had a huge rat problem, right? And then
No.
somehow it went
In
away.
this day too. No, it ain't
Yeah,
going
somehow
away.
it went away, and now it's back. The rats are back. I don't know where they went. They might have gone to New Jersey. I don't know,
Bigger,
but they're
badder
back.
than ever. Bigger, badder than ever.
Yeah. All right. To the phones.
I want to know how they're going to get them done. How they going to get them out of there? Where they going? When you kill them?
Well, I mean, if you hit them with a hammer,
die.
Then, you just put them in a bag.
And then they smell as they decompose.
That's what I'm saying. Where they going? Yeah. 1 in the morning, you coming from the club, and you probably the rat killer. You was celebrating. You on the job 24 hours.
You're celebrating. Coming back from the club, you're celebrating.
Yeah, you got to jump out and you got to handle a rat. That's right there. Wrong?
No, you're right.
That's right. 170. You on call.
615-737-1045 at 3HL 1045. Let's go to the phones. Mike in Antioch next up on 3HL. Mike, what's up?
Man, this is perfect because remember me, Slay, I'm from Brooklyn. And if you try to hit a rat with a hammer, he going to take it from you and your money.
That's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? That was probably our 80s, early 90s rat.
Yeah.
Imagine these millennial rats, boy.
Oh, yeah.
And as far as where they're going, anywhere they freaking want to. Tell you the truth.
Man, that's tough.
They are not scared of you at all.
Oh, no, they're not playing, man. Believe me, they come with saddles. Some of them come with saddles. I'm serious.
With saddles?
But I called, I don't know if the Philly game was last week or it's coming up because I've been on hold for so long.
Yeah.
But anyway, you said that the Titans backup guy was portraying Justin?
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Malik Willis portraying Jalen Hurts in practice, yeah.
Okay, so since Jalen Hurts and Philly are number one, this is one of those Arsenio make you go things. What if you put him in the game and let him pretend to be Jalen Hurts? Wouldn't we get the same result?
Not based on what we've seen.
So he was killing them in practice? Then that's not a good sign for Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know how much he was killing them, but he does give them a good look with the running quarterbacks because the Titans have had success against these run-oriented guys.
Yeah.
So
and that's no disrespect to Tannehill, man, but
Yeah.
I'm down with the Titans, but Derek, this is 5th season or 6th season or something like that. But running backs, they got a window. It's like rappers. You can't rap after a certain amount of time. It's like sports. You got to get out. You know what I'm saying?
Says who?
Look ridiculous.
Hey, Snoop disagrees.
Jay-Z too.
When the kids that come to your show and say, my father used to listen to you when he was taking me to school, that's when it's time to get out.
All right, Mike. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. 615
have a good one, man.
737-1045. They'll take the hammer out your hand and take your money.
And take your money. Yeah, that don't sound like
so good.
That don't sound like a job I want.
I mean, maybe the three of us could take care of it.
No, we ain't got no time for that, man.
Mike in Murfreesboro next.
Chasing rats all around.
Mike, what's up?
Hey, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got
what's
you.
up, Mike?
All right. So now this is my redemption call because I had too much World Cup last week. And now you got me on the rats. Quick story. When I was a police officer in Nashville, and I'm an old man, so we used to ride around downtown Nashville on midnight shift, and we would shoot the rats, our 22s. We would hang out the window and shoot rats downtown Nashville when they were running around on Broadway before Broadway is what it is now.
What?
That is so true. Before the Predators and the revitalization of downtown, there were rats everywhere downtown.
We would ride around in our police cars and hang out the window with our 22s and we'd shoot rats.
That's crazy.
That's unbelievable.
Before we got in trouble for all that, now
Yeah.
now they would get in trouble for that.
Yeah. Why are you missing 8 rounds coming off your shift?
Right.
I don't know, man.
Rats wilding out
It's a
here.
rough day out there.
Real quick, we do not hate A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown got paid. My 10-year-old son, on his Santa Claus list, he still believes in Santa, he wants an A.J. Brown jersey from college because A.J. Brown, my 10-year-old. So we love him. I hope AJ scores. I hope Jay gets a 1,000 yards Sunday. But the Titans still win. I don't care as long as we win. I don't care. But AJ got paid. He got paid. Yeah. Slay, you a professional athlete. Mm-hmm. You know that thing runs. It doesn't last long.
Mm-hmm.
It does not last long. Mm-hmm. Get your money. So we cannot hate AJ Brown for getting paid.
Absolutely.
But he's still butthurt because he loved it here. He loved being here. He still wants to be here. I think he loves Vrabel.
Yep.
And
I agree with that.
2. I played center in college. We were talking earlier about the rushing yards for Derek. we didn't have our center. We didn't have our center for 2 games. I sit down at 109, had those seats for 20 years in the lower bowl. The right guard against the Bengals Sunday looked like me. He was tiny. So we need to get Ben Jones back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
We get Ben back in the game. We actually start blocking correctly. And then I think Derek's going to start racking up those yards again. I'm going to hang up. Love you guys. Brent, sorry for calling last week. I had too much World Cup Buffalo Wild Wings in me. But love you guys. Y'all keep rolling.
Thank you, brother. Speaking of Santa, Santa's in full go mode right now, man.
Oh, yeah, getting it all together.
You think Santa can take care of those rats?
No, he up high.
He's too busy.
Yeah, the rats down low. But this is the thing. Ben Jones, Derrick Henry said I would go to Ben Jones sometime and talk to him. And he would tell me which holes I should be able to hit and everything. So when you missing a key cog like that, that's why we kept saying, man, you can't miss it. And you can miss anybody on that line. You don't want it to be Ben Jones.
He's the communicator, man.
Yeah.
He's the voice.
Santa would.
Yeah, that's right.
He's a communicator.
615-737-1045 at the NHL 1045 on Twitter.
What are you doing?
What?
So he's just like arms crossed. I know we're doing radio, but his arms crossed. He's got his beanie like pulled up above his ears.
Yeah.
And he's just like staring off.
Yeah.
He looks like he's waiting for somebody to come hug him.
Yeah.
Now this right here, this mean I got it all together.
Yeah.
I got it
it's
all
like
figured
you
out.
know exactly what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
When I'm
right
in
now.
this mode right here, I got it all figured out. Ain't nothing you can throw at me that I ain't gonna know. I know it all right here.
I think you look like you're about to fall asleep over there.
I thought you had something for Eagle fans coming up.
No, I don't. I told you this is like
you just don't.
Okay, so I'm an authentic guy, genuine guy. When I'm telling you something, I truly, truly believe it. I've been talked into this one.
So you can't live. You can't live it.
Yeah, so I can't. It's only like I'm telling y'all what. I heard Hitman. I believe in Hitman. I believe in Savage. They played the game. I believe in you. You hit me with the numbers and all this. Like the national
Marc
media
Mariani.
saying, Marc, like they saying this is gonna be a game for the Titans. They can't wait to see it. Coach Sale said the same thing. I can't wait to see this game. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, why? Like, we banged up. We've been saying the last 2-3 weeks, Big Jeff ain't been who he's supposed to be. Like, we need the trenches to win. We talking about our key cog on the other side, Ben Jones. He just now bouncing back. We don't know what percentage he is. I don't know. Like, I can't give him nothing.
615-737-1045.
I am riding with him, though, y'all.
When we come back to
If you look to your
Scoreboard.
right, I'm right there hanging.
I got you.
All right.
Hanging out the window.
I know.
Trying not to fall out.
Yeah. Like on Money Train, when they kick Wesley Snipes out. Pull me up.
Oh, there's rats in that movie.
It sure is.
Money Train. I love the Babs that see Money Train.
I have. It's a great movie. Great
Golly,
movie.
that's unbelievable. All right, Johnny the Poet, J-Dub will lead us off when we come back. 3HL live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill, 1045 The Zone.
On April 28th,
Friday edition, broadcasting live from Scoreboard.
Hey, it's Friday.
Our guy Murph from WTN has a take on soccer.
Friday.
I love my country more than I hate soccer. Go USA!
How about
That's
that?
a great take.
Listen, I'm going to go put that on a T-shirt. I'll put it on.
I'd buy it.
Okay, and I'm put at the bottom. I'm putting Murph at the bottom.
He said he hates
He
soccer.
I hate soccer. Guess what? That's a great place to go get fried at, though. A soccer event in Europe? Lord, have mercy.
Did you ever go to one here?
In America?
No, Nashville. I'm sorry, not a World Cup.
No.
America.
I've never been.
Geodis Park.
No, I've never been one.
Okay.
I
You
have.
went with my husband, right?
I did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And y'all, it was good, wasn't it?
Yep.
Murph has left the building, people.
We had a good time,
Mark.
but it started late
Left the building.
because it was on television or something.
Yeah.
It was like a Sunday night, started at 8:30 or something.
Oh yeah, and the kids had to go home
Yeah.
early.
Yep.
Goodness
So let's go to Johnny the Poet, who is a big TCU
Johnny.
fan, and
Johnny the
TCU
Poet.
has a big-time opportunity coming up this weekend.
And he didn't even know it.
Johnny, what's up?
Hey guys, well, I'm an alumnus of TCU, so yes,
Oh.
I'm a fan, but I actually graduated from there. Just for the record, that's
Nice.
why I'm so passionate. But I mean, guys, I came today this afternoon because I had a bone to pick with Dawn, and
Oh.
I
She's here.
aim to come home. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, and I was going to write her a song. It was called "Get Off My Lawn, Dawn." I'm not even kidding. And I came home, and then I got a text, and my 16-year-old said, "Hey, can a girl come over tonight?" So I scrambled. Got to make dinner, and we got to get the house clean. We're not slobber daubers around here, guys, but you want to make it, make it looking good. So I was actually going to do a song for Dawn, but then now I need Dawn's help. Let me tell you what happened.
Oh Lord.
This is all truth, guys. This is truth. I stacked all our paperwork because I've got a cabinet ordered, a file cabinet ordered for online, but I stacked all our papers all up in a row, and I got in the doghouse from the queen bee, the boss of the family, my lovely, beautiful bride. And so, one, I don't have the song. Two, I'm in trouble. So all I could possibly do is come up with something spontaneous off the cuff. And that's all I can do. So I just need to know, one, Dawn, give me some good advice. And two, do you want some spontaneity?
We're all about spontaneity on this show.
Love it.
As long as it's
We
clean.
live for it.
My advice for you is to get that cabinet quick.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, we lose him?
John.
Yeah,
John-
we lost him.
Oh,
Oh, John.
oh, Johnny.
The lights
he
come
totally
on
did
and
that.
he froze
Did he do
up.
that on purpose? He's playing the piano.
That
He
was,
was.
yeah, that was dope.
Listen.
I'm looking for it.
Johnny the Poet is a very, very talented individual, as is
Got him back. We
KJ.
got him back.
You
as
got
is-
him back?
Real quick. KJ Jefferson, this news just came out. He's coming back for 2023.
Hey,
Wow.
man. Hey, problem.
Look out.
I'm on the record now. Problem.
He's a problem.
Arkansas, they want some get back. They got a little bad taste left in their mouth from this year with some expectations
Can't
that
wait to
wasn't
see
met.
that guy again at Media Day.
Yeah,
boy.
he's gonna be bigger. He gonna be bigger.
I don't know if that's possible.
Man,
Like
he
one of
gonna
them
rip out his suit.
Like one of them redwood trees.
I'm gonna tell him to rip out your suit. Do like it. And rip out your suit. I guarantee you can do it.
Johnny the Poet, are you back? Johnny.
Johnny's a poet and didn't even know
Sure.
it. Hey, there he
Are
is.
you back?
I am. I need to do it a cappella for you guys.
All right.
Oh, we like the piano,
he
man.
likes the music.
Well, but I thought we had audio overload, and I was causing an audio tremble that couldn't be handled by the wattage of the zone.
No, our
Okay.
wattage is good.
Okay. This
Somebody
goes
said
like
his
this.
wife found him.
Queen Bee got you, Johnny.
Hung it up.
That's what really happened. It's okay. You don't have to tell us. All right, hit it,
It was
Johnny.
just all- you want me to hit it for you guys?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we're up against it now.
All right, here we go. It's the greatest weekend in the football land. Frank, it is exciting.
I am enlightening. Last part. You want to climb out of your fog. You want to put it in a log.
Okay.
If you root for Tennessee, why don't you just root for Frog?
TCU taking on Kansas State, 2.5-point favorite, Saturday at 11 a.m. on ABC. Team 3HL.
Put your purple on.
Team 3HL for Johnny the Poet. Thank you, Johnny. Have a great week.
Coach McAbee, ain't that how you do the frog? Coach
That's
McAbee, he'll be pleased with that, man.
Well done,
Looks like you got
Johnny.
problems. Wow. All right, Hunk, you got a winner for something over there? No, you don't.
He does have a winner, and the winner is...
Now you do.
I do. The winner is going to win a $25 gift card to Scoreboard, as well
And
as...
a table for two.
And a table for two reserved outside for the SEC Championship tomorrow.
Yes.
And that would be Cindy Harp.
Cindy Harp.
Cindy Harp.
PPI, Party People Incorporated, say Pearl-Cone, hey!
Pearl-Cone going after that state title tomorrow.
Good luck with that, man.
Coach Brunetti and the boys.
So
All right.
my TV 30 here.
That is Don Davenport and Ramon Foster will be all over it.
Yep.
You'll probably hear Slay in the background. He'll work his way in there
I
somehow.
promise you, somehow, some way.
We're going to have to lock him out.
I locked the door.
Lock the door.
We're going to lock our own door from Scoreboard. Have a great weekend, y'all. Back at it Monday. Later.
We out.
See ya.
Ramon, Kayla, and Will.
Jeff's